Okay, so hi everyone, welcome back to another video. I'm back here in the park of my university, yeah, I have some free time, so why not, let's do a quick workout. And this video is gonna be different from the other ones that I do. Normally I show you like part of our routine, but today I'm gonna do instead a superset. So it's gonna always be a routine, but it's gonna be a superset. I've seen this superset online. It's a superset involving muscle ups, dips on bar, and pull-ups. So you do pretty much one muscle up, one dip on bar. So as you are up already, you do the dip on bar, then you go down, and you do one pull-up. Then you do one muscle up, two dips on bars, two pull-ups. Then you do one muscle up, so you go up again, you do three dips on bar, three pull-ups, one muscle up, four dips, four pull-ups, one muscle up, five dips, five pull-ups, and that's the end of the superset. So the muscle ups remain always at one, so one rep. Instead, with the dips on bar and on the pull-ups, you add one until you reach five. And yeah, I decided, why not, I'm gonna try do it, now. It's been a while since I've done a superset like this. I've trained mostly isolated, like for example pull-ups or dips, so I haven't mixed them. But yeah, so let's try do that. And then I'm gonna do some, I will show you just briefly some of the exercises I do to for my posture, especially being able to hold more the front lever. It's not these exercises that I'm gonna do are gonna be the ones that you normally use to get to train a front lever, but I'm not actually doing them for the front lever. I'm just doing them for the posture, because they're very important, so that you can activate your, for example, your scapular muscles, or your rhomboids, or your low traps, and those muscles are very important, so that you have a good posture. And as well, whenever you lift your arms above your head, you have a good stability. And yeah, that is helpful for pull-ups. It's helpful for whatever kind of exercise that you're doing involving moving the shoulders and the arms. So that's my purpose. I'm doing those abs exercises, and as well I'm training my abs in doing that. So yeah, let's go first with the superset. I'm gonna try do it in a row, of course, so without letting the bar go. If I can't do it in a row, I'm gonna just let the bar go briefly, especially I think for like the last 5 dips on bar. So for the last muscle up with the 5 dips on bar and the 5 pull-ups, that is gonna be quite hard. But yeah, I'm gonna try my best. I haven't done anything other than the warm-up, so I'm super fresh, so let's go. So let's see how it goes. yeah, I didn't want to even try the last muscle up because I knew already that I will be able to do it. I just feel it, you know. So yeah, just rest a little bit here, and now last one. Ooh. That was it. So this is the, I think like the second or third time that I try to do a superset like this. So overall, I think the dips on bar is like the easiest part. Of course, the main problem is the pull-ups and muscle up, because you use a lot of the arms, so you start getting tired, especially doing pull-ups. So you do one muscle up, one pull-up, then one muscle up again, that's all right. Then you do two pull-ups, then one muscle up, then three pull-ups. So when you have to do, after you do those three pull-ups, you have to do a muscle up again. That becomes quite hard because you start having your arms quite tired, and I didn't really want to use my legs or like momentum, not a lot of it. So yeah, I struggle a little bit, but overall very important, I didn't flare up my elbows trying to lift me up, but I was just trying to pull my torso, so keeping my elbows stuck, trying to lift up, and I was able to. Then I did 4 dips, 4 pull-ups. Those 4 pull-ups were pretty hard to do as well at that point. Then I just let the bar go, and because I knew that I wouldn't been able to do the last muscle. So, but yeah, overall I think it's pretty alright. I think in this weekend, probably like tomorrow, I'm gonna do an elite routine that I've taken from Burning Gate. They have done in the last November like a competition here in Turin, during again like a time limit kind of circuit. So when you have pull-ups, you have dips, you have push-ups, you have squats, and you have to try to complete them all in the shortest time possible. I'm gonna probably do it tomorrow, because as you see, now I'm not gonna do any pull-ups, any dips, anything. I just wanted to do this superset just to show you, and so that now I can remember that I could manage to do 4 in a row, but I wasn't able to do the 5th. So let's see if in like 1 month of training I can actually improve, and I can do the 5 sets all in a row without letting the bar go. That is my goal. So now I'm gonna just show you the exercises I do for the posture, especially for strengthening the lower traps, all the muscles that take care of elevating. So whenever you lift up your arm, there are muscles that control the scapula, and if you have those muscles weak, you may have some trouble stabilizing the scapula as you do exercises, and that may lead to a shoulder injury. So it's always good to train those muscles so that you have a strong stability, and therefore you can pull or you can do whatever exercise safely. And as I said in the beginning, these exercises are going to be very, very similar to the exercises propedeutics for front lever. So the first one is front lever raises. So gonna do 2 more. So with this exercise, you're trying to keep your arms straight, so do not bend them, and you're actually trying to, like, imagine you have an elastic band attached behind you and you're trying to push it down, having your arms straight. So that's exactly the movement that I'm doing, but I'm doing it differently because the gravity is in this direction, so you have to do it the other way. And trying to lift up the legs, the hips in level with the shoulders. So you're trying to bring the hips at the level of the shoulders, so you should have almost an horizontal state on the highest position. And as well, you're trying, when we lift you up, you're trying to depress the scapula, trying to bring them down, and then you're trying to push again for the lower traps, and all the, again, as I said, the muscles that stabilize the scapula. So that's the first exercise. You want to do like 3 sets of this. Whatever number you're used to, you don't have to have high amount of reps, because these exercises target muscles that are not really that big. So if you start getting fatigued, bigger muscles, for example the lats or other muscles, may start doing the work for the smaller ones, and that's what you don't want. So try to keep the reps low, resting all the time that you need, but so that in that way each rep you can really feel those little muscles work. And yeah, that's it. The second exercise is gonna be for posture is well, actually a hold, attack hold. Actually, again, it's the same, but this time while you're holding, right, you're trying to do this with the shoulders. So you're trying to let your body fall, so pronate the scapula, so protract the scapula, and then you're trying to pushing against gravity to retract the scapula. So this movement is very little. At the same time, of course, you're holding, so you're doing again some stabilizing the core, and you're using a bit the abs. But by doing this extra exercise, you're actually training those little muscles that help you stabilize the scapula. So it should be something like this. So you're trying not to like bend your arms and lift you up. You're trying to keep your arms straight and just retracting the scapula. That's the main goal of this exercise. Again, doing it for like 15 seconds, 20 seconds should be fine. And then again, another exercise that you can use to strengthen these stabilizers is actually doing something that's called headbanger pull-ups, when you're pretty much trying to push you away from the bar. So you're holding the bar in this position like a pull-up, so you're trying to push it away, but at the same time your head, so your chin, your neck level should not go lower than the level of the bar. So you're trying to push yourself away, keeping your chin above the bar, right? And then you are you're getting close in it again. So this means that when you're pushing yourself away, by trying to keep your chin above the bar, you're actually training a lot these muscles, because the further you get your body from the bar, your body wants to like fall, right? So if you're trying to keep it in this way, so you're trying to keep your scapula in that fixed position while you're pushing away, you're actually almost only using the stabilizer on the scapula to actually keep the body in this position and not let the scapula fall and you just fall down. So of course try to do it fast, because no one has enough strength to like do it slowly, so you have to like push and then again. So it's pretty fast, but it's very effective. Okay, so of course you're using this time a bit of the arms because you have them bent, but by trying to keep your body, your shoulders at the level of the bar without falling down, you're using all those muscles, and that's your goal. So again, doing 6 reps, 8 reps depending on your level, 3 times, and yeah, that's another exercise. And then I think the last one is something that you don't actually need a bar, you just need an elastic band. And again, this exercise is very important for the lower traps again. So you are taking the, so can you see me? I think you can. So you're placing the elastic band is somewhere low, so like a low bar or no, something that is close to the ground. We grab the elastic band, trying to keep an externally rotated position. So you're trying to pretty much grab the elastic band and then rotate your forearms and your arms, and you're trying to lift it up above your head, keeping your arms straight and trying not to arc too much the spine. So that's why this exercise is better to do it in your knees, because in that way you can use almost no arching, because you're on your, you can't use your feet to push, so you isolate pretty much the shoulders. And when you lift up the band, you're trying to, at this position, hold it for like 1 second and then letting it go down. So I don't know if you can see me, but I'm going to show it to you right here. So you're here, right? So you're trying to do this, hold, down, hold, down, down, and so on. You can do it also standing, and in that way you can push a little more, but be careful of not arching too much at the back, like this. And you do that. So again, like 8-10 reps in whatever position you prefer, so on your knees or on your feet. Try not to arc too much and hold in this position. Again, all these exercises, if you are careful, are exercises when you move your arm somewhere and you need to stabilize the upper back, so the scapula, to keep your body in a fixed position. So for example, the front lever raises, you're trying to, from this position, to do this, controlling this portion and pushing actually to this portion. In the other exercise, you do something like this, right? The other movement as well, you do this, so you add more weight for the muscles to control, and then you come back again. And then the last exercise, again, moving the arms and the shoulders and trying to control them and holding them in this position. And yeah, I find this exercise very helpful, and it helps you, you know, as well to maintain a better posture, because if these muscles get weak, you start, well, first of all, you start rounding a bit the shoulders, because these muscles like externally rotate a little bit, so they control the scapula. And as well, by training these muscles, you have a better stability while you're doing pull-ups, while you're doing muscle-ups, or you're doing abs on the bar. You feel more controlled. And yeah, so again, just 2 sets of these exercises and you should be fine. So I hope you enjoyed, and see you. Bye bye.